Update: there's no room for you, my family said years on every holiday. But they always found a place for my sister and her family. I kept quiet, but this year I bought a house in Florida, and they said, we've packed our bags. My answer. Part 3. Mom told me you bought a house. Why didn't you tell us? Send me pictures. I can't believe you kept this secret. Are you seriously not going to invite your own family to see your new place? I finally responded, if you guys had ever bothered to ask about my life, you would have known I was doing well enough to buy a house. I make good money, and I've been saving for years. Sarah didn't respond to that. Then, just a few days later, Mom called again. This was 2 weeks before Christmas. Jenna, I need your address, she said without any greeting. We've all talked it over, and we've decided to spend Christmas at your house this year. Isn't that wonderful? We've already packed our bags, and we're ready to fly down. I was so shocked I couldn't speak for a moment. We're all coming, she continued excitedly. Me and your father, Sarah and Mike and the kids, Mike's parents, and his sister, and Aunt Linda is so excited to spend Christmas in Florida near the beach. I started laughing. I couldn't help it. You're serious? You chose everyone else over me? And now you think you can just show up at my house because it's convenient for you? We're family, Jenna. Of course, we can stay with you. Sorry, but I don't have any rooms available for you. The line went quiet. I'd used the exact same words they'd used on me for all those years. Jenna, that's not funny. I'm not trying to be funny, I'm serious. I don't have space for you, and I don't want you here. But we've already packed. We bought plane tickets. Then you should have asked me first instead of just assuming. I hung up the phone, and this time, I was smiling. After I hung up on Mom, my phone immediately started ringing again. I could see it was Sarah calling, but I didn't pick up. Then it rang again and again. They called me probably 15 times that evening, but I ignored every single call. Finally, Sarah gave up calling and started texting instead. Jenna, what the hell is wrong with you? Mom told me what you said. You're being ridiculous. We're your family. You can't just cut us out like this. It's Christmas. Why are you being so selfish? We just want to spend the holidays together. I finally responded, you mean you want to spend the holidays at my house, using my space, after you kicked me out of yours for years? That's not the same thing. After that, Sarah stopped texting, but my parents kept calling. Every few hours, one of them would try to reach me. I stopped answering my phone altogether unless I recognized the number as a friend or coworker. The 2 weeks leading up to Christmas were actually peaceful once I put my phone on silent. I decorated my house exactly how I wanted, bought ingredients for a feast with my friends, and made plans for our celebration. No stress about family drama, no walking on eggshells, no being ignored or dismissed. Christmas Day was absolutely perfect. My friends came over around noon, and we spent the whole day cooking together, playing games by the pool, and just enjoying each other's company. Everyone kept telling me how beautiful my house was and how proud they were of what I'd accomplished. The day after Christmas, I was curious enough to check social media. I scrolled through Facebook and found a post from Sarah. It was a photo of the whole family gathered around my parents' Christmas tree, but something was off about it. Everyone looked miserable. Dad was slumped in his chair, looking exhausted. Mom had this forced smile that didn't reach her eyes. Mike's parents looked uncomfortable, and even the kids seemed subdued. Sarah herself looked angry in the photo, like someone had made her pose for it. The caption under the photo made me laugh out loud, Christmas 2024 with the family. We had hoped to celebrate somewhere warmer this year, but some people's selfishness ruined our plans. Sometimes family disappoints you. Within an hour, there were comments from various relatives asking what happened. What do you mean? Who disappointed you? Is everything okay? What plans got ruined? But Sarah didn't respond to any of them. She just left that passive-aggressive post hanging there for everyone to see. A few days later, I got a call from a number I didn't recognize. Normally, I wouldn't answer, but something made me pick up. Jenna, this is your Aunt Linda. My blood immediately started boiling. How did you get my number? Your mother gave it to me. I think we need to talk. No, we really don't. Listen here, young lady. I don't know what's gotten into you, but the way you treated your family over Christmas was absolutely disgraceful. I felt that familiar anger rising, but this time I wasn't 15 years old and afraid to speak up. The way I treated them? Are you serious right now? Your poor parents saved up money for plane tickets to come visit you, and you slammed the door in their faces. Do you have any idea how selfish that was? Let me stop you right there, I said, my voice getting stronger. First of all, they didn't ask if they could visit. They demanded my address and told me they were coming whether I wanted them or not. Well, of course they did. Your family? Really? Because for the past 7 years, they've made it very clear that I'm not welcome in their house during the holidays. But suddenly, when I have something they want, a nice house in Florida near the beach, now I'm family again. Aunt Linda was quiet for a moment, but then she started up again. You're being vindictive and nasty. This isn't how we raised you. We didn't raise me, Linda. You spent my entire childhood telling me I was stupid and fat and worthless. You compared me to Sarah every chance you got. And when I finally stood up for myself, my parents punished me. That's not how I remember it. Of course it isn't. But here's what I remember. You wanted to come to my house for Christmas so you could vacation in Florida for free and swim in the ocean. Well, guess what? You can pay for your own hotel room next time. How dare you speak to me like that? How dare I? Linda, you called me. You got my number from my parents so you could call and yell at me. But I'm not a kid anymore, and I don't have to listen to your garbage. Your parents are heartbroken. My parents haven't cared about my feelings for years. They only care now because I have something they want. If they were actually heartbroken, they would have called to apologize, not sent you to guilt trip me. You are being absolutely ridiculous. And you are never calling me again. Don't contact me. Don't ask my parents for my number. And definitely don't ever expect to be invited to my house. You made your choice about me a long time ago, and I'm making mine now. I hung up before she could respond. The next few months passed quietly. I didn't hear from my family at all, which was honestly a relief. I focused on my work, spent time with friends, and enjoyed my beautiful house. I traveled a bit, took up some new hobbies, and for the first time in years, I felt genuinely happy. I didn't miss the drama. I didn't miss feeling like I wasn't good enough. I didn't miss being the family servant who got ignored until they needed something done. Sometimes I wondered if they missed me at all or if they only missed having someone to push around. Based on how quickly they'd moved on to radio silence, I had my answer. I'd spent 30 years trying to earn love and respect from people who were never going to give it to me. Now, I was surrounded by friends who appreciated me for who I was, not what I could do for them.